hemorrhoid, just be yourself. If people don't like it, if you're being yourself, fuck them.
Big Los,
Hollywood Kev,
and welcome to another episode of The Noize. Kev sounds a little weird. Tell him where you're at, sir.
I am currently in Southern Hills Hospital. They're trying to make me Wolverine. They said Hugh Jackman calling it quits, so let's get Kev for the job.
Hey, let's get it.
Yep. So
if they cutting the check, this is what y'all need to realize. The catchphrase of The Noize is cut the check.
Exactly.
So if they cutting the check, I'm all for it.
We in that thing. But yeah, shit, speaking of cutting, I'm just waiting for them to cut on your boy. Hopefully that's sometime within the next few days or so. Get this shit over with and back on the grind.
So this is repairing the titanium that's supposed to be unbreakable, correct?
Exactly.
And it broke, I'm assuming.
Exactly, yeah. So my second surgery, they went in there and they repaired. They said the screws were small and they misjudged or they did whatever. The screws were small, that's why they broke. So they replaced it with bigger screws, and here we are again with more broken screws. So we'll see what happens. I'm not gonna say too much. Just know that, of course, the people in my corner are pissed, and we are calling Jewish lawyers to get shit done.
Once you depend on Judaism, trust me, you're going to get paid.
Yeah.
You sure this has nothing to do with the inflamed hemorrhoid that you were
I knew you
so
was
avidly
going to go
about?
back to that. No. You see, to my knowledge, and this is what I'm hearing from the grapevine, you're trying to pass on your diagnostic to me. Word on the street is you got the hemorrhoids, and that's why you always record our shows standing up, because it hurts your ass when you sit down.
Yes. If I sit down and become an honorary person, and I don't think they're ready for an hour of what the fuck y'all want. Oh yeah, it's a podcast. I don't think they want that so much. But in all seriousness, man, I definitely hope you get better. This shit is weird. Like I'm only used to doing this when we can interview cats and stuff like that. So gotta get you back in the booth, bro.
Right. And to the listeners, this should let you know that your boy is dedicated, because I could have just said, fuck this, I ain't gonna be on this week. Nah, I'm here. And I'm ready to rock out. Yeah, so like you said, cut the check.
Definitely cut the check. Bruh, I am suffering this morning.
You're suffering.
I'm suffering.
Them fucking hemorrhoids. Stand up.
I think that's it has to be the whole thing, low key. But I mean, shit, I didn't even know the shit could pass through in the air, because I remember when you told me about yours, and you said it kind of grew up to like the equivalent of a Venus flytrap, and it said it was just sitting there just munching on you. So I guess it was the conversation about that ended up transferring over to me.
That sounds disgusting. It sounds disgusting.
It sounds like your life, sir. I mean, that's it sounds like a hard way to live, and I completely understand that. If y'all could see Hollywood Kev right now, y'all remember when Stacy from the Wood got shot in 3 Strikes? That's how Kev is perched up right now in the hospital. It's hilarious.
Don't do that.
Same orderly coming in to check on him. Shit's getting real. I'm probably going to end up cutting the show a little early because, he has business to handle, apparently.
Don't do that. That's not right. Every time, in every single show, dude was always on some fuck shit. And I mean, like in the Wood, he was, on some fuck shit because he was trying to be the tough guy.
Right.
And locked down, he got raped. You know what I mean? 3 strikes, he had his ass. He probably got raped in that one, too.
More than likely. Can he sue the hospital because of that?
I would hope so.
I was about to say, like, listen, my orderly raped me, so besides him going to jail, I need some bread, like something.
Exactly. He's always playing a suspect character, but hey, he got a check, so hey.
Every time he gets the check, cut the check.
It is.
Anyway, I'm fucking suffering because, and just to kind of add context to the story to get to what I'm about to talk about. So we were supposed to record last night, Saturday, but we're actually recording this morning, Sunday. And in the comments, let me know, because I don't want to come off as racist, but it's like Saturday, like Fiesta Day for Hispanics.
Fiesta Day?
I swear, dude, me and Jay, we drove past at least 4 or 5 houses, and they all had bounce houses up. They had, you know what I'm saying, the mariachi music going up, you know what I'm saying?
It was lit.
It was lit for like 5 blocks. And then there was one that was right across from me, and between the kids in the bounce house, and you think about back when we were in bounce houses, we would be yelling shit to each other. These kids were just making noise. It was just bounce house, and wasn't even speaking Spanish. It was just noise. Just da 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 da. I'm like, yo, what?
They're making weird noises like Cole was on Martin.
Bro, it was just loud as fuck, and because of that, the dogs that are next door to them, they was going ham. So I'm thinking, we already got to worry about, when a plane's flying low or somebody outside beeping their horn or whatever. So I figured we just, save it for today. So I got some free time and actually ended up getting invited out to McFadden's. Okay. I don't know if they have McFadden's everywhere else, but McFadden's is like an Irish pub out here in Vegas. Very, very mixed crowd. I was pretty happy about that because when I hear Irish pub, I'm just like, all right, so I'm about to walk into a scene from The Departed. Mm-hmm. And
the day after St. Patrick's Day too.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
but it was a very mixed crowd, so I thought that was cool. And yeah, they had like half off well drinks.
Uh-oh.
And like their biggest thing, of course, is Irish pub. So Jameson was, flowing the entire night.
Oh, that's my thing, man.
Man, oh man,
that's my drink.
I walked in there initially, right, and only thing I remember hearing was it was half off drinks. So I walked in and I'm like, cool, hey bro, let me get a double shot of Hennessy and Coke. My nigga said $22. I said, y'all Hennessy is $44? And he was like, oh no, that's not part of the well drink. Oh, okay. Well, let me get a double shot of Jameson and ginger beer. That joint came out to $8, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna sit with this a couple times. A couple times turned into a few times, and a few times turned into a couple of birthday shots along the way. And when I say I peeled myself out of bed this morning to do this fucking show, like how when you get out of bed, it's just like, ugh.
you like that that was, I think it's a Truth commercial where the girl is like, I guess she smokes weed and she's like melted on the thing, and the dog is like, we don't never go out, you had to peel yourself up.
Yes, I was like her, but just in the sense of being hungover. I used to hate those commercials. She doesn't say anything anymore now that she smokes pot. I'm sitting here like, all my experiences with weed, I ain't never been like that. Like I used to do that shit and then go to class. Like I was productive.
Yeah, with me it was hungry, sleepy, happy.
Exactly, all in that order. I was never just down for the count. Like, have you realized we all failed the dare line?
Oh yeah,
like we let that nigga down strongly.
I don't even think they do dare anymore. And if they do, it's a lost cause.
That shit, it probably ain't even called dare anymore. Now it's just called like bet.
Right. Shit ain't even. It ain't dare. It's called, well, good luck.
But again, definitely get better soon, bro. We gonna rock through this show the best way that we can and the best way that we normally do.
Mm-hmm. And we're gonna start. Well, I want to start by saying, I was on one of the earlier shows. Mm-hmm. I found myself kind of defending Steve Harvey a little bit.
I didn't know if you want to get directly into this. I was going to ask about it, but for sure, okay.
I found myself defending him. You know what I mean? And I stood by it for that time frame. But then this motherfucker had to just make me look like a dumbass by coming out saying, "Oh, we need to respect Trump and he's our president and we should listen to what he has to say and go by what he's talking about." I'm convinced now that in that whole meeting, something must have transpired where Trump was like, "Look, you get these people on board, we're going to put this in your pockets." Because there's no way in hell.
Oh, yeah. Listen, the fact that he's running the country like a business, I'm not surprised that he possibly, allegedly, whatever you want to call, well, I'm going to say definitely. I'm not surprised if he definitely, was paying some of these, some of these athletes and some of these comedians so that way they could actually be in his corner, especially the African-American ones. A lot of these cats were like the black of the black, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
And now they're doing some house nigga shit, some coon shit for real.
Somebody need to go take a picture of them with the flash on.
Exactly. Somebody need to run up on them with the flash and just let them have it.
Because they definitely.
I don't think Steve Harvey got wheels like that though, so the takeoff may not be that great.
It might not be. It might, but it's just when you got somebody, you know, like Steve Harvey, especially growing up, you know what I mean? We watched the Steve Harvey show. We seen Kings of Comedy. He was looked at, we knew he was old school, but we still kind of looked up to him in a sense.
Definitely,
we watched somebody really take their rags to riches story, you know what I mean, and make something of themselves. And for the most part, growing up, I don't remember hearing no scandals about Steve Harvey. So you watch,
except he just couldn't hold a wife down.
Well, yeah, but outside of that, you watched a black man really embody what you thought or you figure a black man should be when they're an adult.
This man was in the early 90s still dressing like he was in The Mask. Like,
yeah, he was.
This nigga had the most outrageous suits, and he still persevered past that. Now he got his own fucking suit line at that.
Exactly. He got his own suit line. So we watched this man really
come up,
build his brand, and like you said, come up just to turn around and kind of shit on us.
And fast.
You know what I mean? And I'm not talking about like this is a constipated shit. This is that watery, wet, I've been drinking milk all day shit. You know what I mean?
Now, you know what? It is a constipated shit because it was calculated. It took its time. And when it finally dropped, the shit was, you know, the results of it was huge. You feel me?
You probably right.
It was some damage done probably. It was it's maybe some tears shed. But so I definitely think it's a backed up shit. Like this was a lactose shit for sure.
Right. And then what kills me about it is it came out of nowhere. It'd be different if maybe he got caught talking to Trump again. And he came out and said this, but it was just sort of like one day he woke up and decided he was just gonna, hey, we need to respect Trump and we need to do X, Y, and Z and listen to him and so on and so forth. And I'm like, bruh, we over all that shit. We are literally watching Trump and his administration destroy our country, and you want us to stand by and support this nigga? Nah, bruh.
Here's the thing. Kingpin was talking about it when he was on the show. The nigga is a chameleon. He could walk into any room that he wants to. Where was all of this, you know, addressing what Trump is doing from his quote unquote supporters? Where was all this at when he was basically preaching hate throughout his entire campaign?
Exactly.
Like, where was that? Like, everybody was so quick to, oh, y'all need to respect the president, yada, 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 yada. But I'm like, what about when he was disrespecting minorities? What about while he's still disrespecting minorities? I think I just saw that they blocked another travel ban that he was trying to put out.
Well, yeah, he tried to amend the first travel ban and put it out there, and the judge was like, no, we're not letting it.
Yeah, that shit ain't flying, right? Exactly.
You know what I mean? I seen something last night where it was like Trump was upset about something, so his administration turned on the TV and it calmed him down.
So he's a child.
Basically.
What if there's like a picture of like one of his administrations or Melania like hanging some like little plastic keys over his head, and he's just sitting there just like fucking with him, but he's like behind the actual president's desk and shit.
This is just, it's crazy to me. And then like you were saying earlier, they want us to respect them, but last time I checked, Trump especially, he wasn't respecting Obama.
Never.
You know what I mean? He gave Obama shit through his whole 8 years.
Bruh. First of all, now that we're actually on this, welcome to Love and Politics. But his entire track record of his celebrity, you know what I'm saying? Because he's a billionaire, but he's also a celebrity. His entire track record, he's been on and off with black people. You'll see him in pictures with Don King and fucking Muhammad. You see him in pictures with all these notable black celebrities, but then you got the Central Park cats that were accused for rape, and he's talking about bringing back the death penalty. And then when they got off, when you know DNA evidence proved that they didn't rape somebody, he was like, "Shit, still kill him." And then now all of a sudden he's in a picture with Snoop, and now you know what I'm saying. Like it's a lot of back and forth. It seems like everybody that supports him only supports him in the bullshit against minorities, but when he's actually doing something with minorities, whether it's true or not, no one's speaking on it. So it's like, these are the type of people that follow you. These are the type of people that support your presidency. That if that doesn't tell you exactly who's in office, then you may be the problem, honestly.
Exactly. You most definitely may be the problem. You know what I mean? And I think even the people close to him know that he's full of shit.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mike Pence is low-key the president.
Right. You know what I mean? And that's even worse. I can't wait till we can destroy Pence on this show. He gonna slip up and do something worthy enough for us to give him a show and talk about him.
Right. Remember, I took the first opportunity during the inauguration. We need to shake hands, bro. Trust me, I'm on Pence watch.
Yeah. Exactly, because I think he's due for some stupid shit. But we watching Trump just literally fuck shit up, and it's cool. And you know what? You mentioned something earlier about him taking pictures, and this can go into the next subject. How you said he was taking pictures with Snoop and so on and so forth. How do you feel about Snoop's video?
Honestly, I didn't see anything wrong with it. The reason I didn't see anything wrong with it is because there were police protected rallies of people marching against Obama with monkeys hanging from a noose, little what's some shit's called? Well, the little shit they carry around in parades. It was like a monkey hanging from a noose. It was Obama with a target on his face. Like it was all kind of legit threats of violence against Obama. And those kind of parades, those kind of protests were police protected.
Right, and these were parades. These weren't a video. This was a parade.
Right, you know what I'm saying? But now you got a video of a dude in Trump's likeness. You know, even though it is pretty dead on to me, but you got a video in Trump's likeness, and he's getting shot with a fake gun, and he's getting shot by Snoop. And you know what? I applaud Snoop for taking the reins and doing it, because had he gave that to anybody else, he still would have got the backlash. But whoever was the one that to pull the trigger would have gotten just as much backlash, because like, you decided to do this. Now I do have further opinions on it though. Just bear with me for a second. Even though I'm not against what Snoop did, I think it's art, and this is how he chose to display it. I understand the outrage, because had it been a white artist shooting Obama, we'd have lost our fucking mind.
Right.
So I get it, but I can't say I'm all the way against it solely because this is a dude that preaches hate. This is a dude that I'm gonna say was. I don't know how much he's doing of it now, but he do that basically preach segregation. And I feel about that the same way I feel about the chick that was responsible for Emmett Till's death. If that's how you want to live, then shit, maybe there is only one thing you deserve. But But other than that, I had no problem with it.
I understand exactly where you're coming from. I truly do. Me personally, I don't have a problem with it because I look at it as art. You know, he's exercising his First Amendment. And unlike the parades, this is him in a studio. You know what I mean? This is the people that's involved with shooting the video. You know what I mean? When it leaks out into a parade, it literally can become something that's harmful. Now, with you saying if it was a white artist that did it to Obama, we would be outraged. You're right. We would be outraged. Us common black folks are outraged. But the politicians and the news media, they weren't outraged when these people were in parades doing it. You know what I mean? Again, it was police protected. You know what I mean? They aren't outraged about that. So, in the same breath, I'm like, you know what? Yeah, we would have been upset if a white artist would have did it, but I'm still rocking with Snoop on this one.
Yeah, I'm saying I'm still rocking with it just because of that, because no one was speaking out against the demonstrations towards Obama. No one was speaking out about that shit. And the only reason you found out about it is because you had to go online and find out about it. Like, it wasn't no goddamn news stories about the shit.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So
they figured it was okay to do.
Exactly. Like, it was just like, oh, this is just harmless fun. Like, it's always just harmless fun when African Americans are the target. You feel me? But if we do it, but if it's the other way around, it's, you know what I'm saying, us targeting them. It's us, you know, saying that we want to kill white people. Like, it's so much misunderstanding when it comes down to some of the things that we as black people are fighting for, that you already know it's deliberate misunderstanding. No one's that dumb. You know what I mean?
Right. No, I won't even say it's misunderstanding. It's flat out they don't care and they don't want to care.
Exactly, but I'm saying they're masking it by saying I don't get it. I don't understand the issue.
They get it. They're just using that as a smokescreen, and I have to talk about it. If I tell you y'all don't understand something and I leave it at that, then we don't have to talk about it no further.
Exactly.
But if you can see that I clearly understand and I'm still going through with whatever it is I'm going through, that leaves it open for conversation. You know what I mean? And a lot of people like that, they avoid that. Like we said before, I would love to sit on this show and talk to somebody who's a white supremacist and just talk. You know what I mean? Just to see how you justify how you feel.
Now, another thing with that, I think our blogger Dwayne, he actually wrote about this in his free speech article. when everybody's talking about, oh, imagine it. When Trump himself said on his Twitter, can you imagine what the outcry would be if Snoop Dogg, failing career and all, had aimed and fired a gun at President Obama? Now, I'm not familiar with this man, but Ted Nugent.
Nugent?
It's like Miss Nugent, or I think it's Nugent, actually. If I remember hearing his name, it's Ted Nugent for sure.
Okay.
But during one of his concerts, he said on the mic that Obama should suck on his gun.
Wow.
I didn't hear about this until Dwayne wrote the article. And this happened years ago.
Yeah, I've never heard of that before.
Exactly. So I'm like, this is the outcry you're talking about, correct? The outcry that didn't fucking happen?
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. I understand the outrage because we feel the exact same way, but I'm rocking with Snoop because this is only getting played because a black celebrity, a black notable celebrity made, made a gesture towards, a white president.
Right. And it's funny how this man contradicts himself so bad. He said if Snoop did it with his failing career and all. If his career was so failing, this wouldn't be getting so much news coverage. Period.
Right.
You know what I mean? If Snoop's career was truly failing, he was a nobody, as Trump claims he was in that tweet, then he wouldn't have tweeted about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? If it was some regular if it was one of your homeboys, little Uzi or whatever, little boat that did it, I don't think Trump would have said anything.
Now, he would have still said it just because Yachty has notoriety in the industry. But if it was anybody like, you or me, you feel me? They would have treated it the exact same way they treated all the people that were hanging Obama and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
They'd have just swept it under the rug. Now, it would have gotten some publicity. Like if there was, a collage of videos of people against Trump, we'd have made that for sure, just so they could show all of the hate, quote unquote. Nah, it's hate. I can't stand a nigga. Just to show all the hate that everybody, is displaying towards Trump. Now, in this situation, again, I agree with Snoop, but why the fuck did Bow Wow have to go open his mouth?
I was just about to get there. I was about to be my next statement.
Now let me say this. I don't know who keeps giving Bow Wow the go-aheads, but he is interjecting himself into so much shit that no one asked for. And then when he does, he gets dragged every time. How do you not notice this shit? You know what I'm saying? Shit, in the picture that he's with all the other Atlanta artists at the Super Bowl, and that became a meme. This is why the Falcons lost the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? He had I think he took a picture back in Cleveland or whatever, going to a Cavs game. He was talking about back home or whatever. And it was like, nigga, you from Columbus. And then something under that said, no, this nigga's from Atlanta. Like, dude, you are constantly a target. So I say that to say this. Shad Moss, as he likes to be called now, Bow Wow, Lil Bow Wow.
Right.
He tweeted out, hey, yo, real Donald Trump, shut your punk ass up talking shit about my uncle Snoop Dogg before we pimp out your wife and make her work for us. Now, granted, Melania Trump, is the first lady that we can go online and see her titties.
Is that how you pronounce her name?
I think it's Melania, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So she's the first lady that we can go online and see her titties anytime we want to. Mm-hmm. But in this situation, outside of jocking Michelle's speech, she's kind of a third party in this. You know what I mean?
Right. And hell, sometimes you can look at her. I mean, granted, she's with the man and she makes her own decision. Right. Sometimes you can look at her and see her face and kind of feel bad for her. Like she be looking like she was like, damn, man, I'm in a fucked up situation.
She knows it's her only ticket to staying in the country and getting some bread. Let's call it what it is. But she's a third party in all of this. So
exactly,
I felt like Bow Wow's fucking statement was mad sexist.
No, that it was a reach, brother.
And it was a reach, right?
It was a reach. Like he was reaching like Jordan at the end of Space Jam. Like he was reaching, and it was unnecessary. Like before we fuck your bitch and pimp out your wife. Like, come on, bro.
Like, get the fuck out of here. How is that different from grabbing by the pussy?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. And not only that though, Bow Wow. Who thinks that you would do anything remotely close to pimping?
Exactly. You are like 5'3".
Right. Sierra broke up with you, dog.
Hey, you can't even go off for that, man, because I think she actually left everybody that she was with.
but it don't matter. He got left by Sierra.
He was one of the Sierraites.
Exactly. So come on, bro. Like he to me he was a clown for that. Straight up.
Yeah, that was him just reaching for attention, and it just doesn't make sense. Like, why are you trying so hard? Just retire in peace. You got bread. You got platinum albums. Fucking just go away.
That's what they call it now, retiring.
Yeah.
At
least it's the attempt to.
Don't you have to make? Don't you have to? Well, I guess you don't have to be relevant to retire, but don't you have to make recent music to be retired or something like that? Like,
nah.
if you just, but I'm saying, like, let's say somebody they put out a song, they didn't put out an album in 15 years, and then they popped up out of nowhere and was like, "Oh, I'm retiring as of tomorrow." Does that count still? Like, nigga, you've been retired. Like,
exactly.
Nobody checking for Bow
like,
Wow.
is it the announcement that you're retired, or is it the actions of you being retired? Because in my head, a couple of these cats been retired.
Long
time.
For real. You know what I mean?
Unless they're doing something locally, like now they're like an up and coming local rapper and shit. It's like, wait, but you had a platinum plaque. How are you starting from the bottom now?
you a platinum up and coming
platinum up and coming artist, exactly. Like, this nigga's opening up for like local niggas.
That's crazy. Bow Wow opening up for Ray Cash right now.
Right now, exactly. And they still booing him. Like, you from Columbus, B? Wow,
That's
Ray
crazy.
Cash though, that was a reach.
I fucking hate Ray Cash, bro.
I don't know if anybody even remembers Ray Cash.
I bumping my music.
Yeah, my music. You know, he had one song I actually liked. I think it's called "She's a G," and
I've never heard it.
I'm pretty sure everyone listening haven't heard it either. But I heard it actually in Cleveland, of course, and it was okay. It was decent. Well, okay, I'm bang with this. But other than that, Ray Cash was not that guy. He wasn't the one. I think Machine Gun Kelly is honestly Cleveland's best bet right now.
Yeah, since Bone, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Since Bone. And think about how long ago that was.
Exactly. It's rough times out there in Atlanta, especially when you got somebody by the name of Shad Moss that resides there, or has affiliation, I should say.
He's an affiliate of Ohio.
Yeah, he's an affiliate.
Born and raised, but still an affiliate. So where is his home turf then? Because he's also an affiliate of Atlanta.
I don't know, because he's also an affiliate of LA.
Yes, I hear that as well.
I don't know. He's like a nomad. He just roams the earth.
Exactly. He's a drifter. Just him and his guitar. He's just making his way, singing his song.
He's like a short Denzel in Book of Eli. He just roams. Hope for the best.
Hope for the best. Prepared for the worst. I can't even say he's prepared for the worst, because everything he puts out is always backlash. Like, think about it. The only time we talk about Bow Wow is when we're bashing him, basically.
Yeah.
No one talks about Bounce With Me. No one talks about Ghetto Girl.
You got a very valid point. Speaking of bashing, I know we talked about this. You said you haven't heard the record yet.
Oh, wait. Before we get to that, I have one more thing I want to talk about with this situation. Then we go to the next.
Go ahead.
Everybody's all pissed off about what Bow Wow said about what Snoop did. But did you see what that Fox News host said about Snoop and Bow Wow?
No, I did not.
They said, let's see how tough and gangster they are.
Oh, the female
Secret
chick,
Service
right?
comes give them a visit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah, I wanted to plug her in the forehead.
You got a pop gun killing a fake Trump. Mm-hmm. It wouldn't even kill him. It just said bang. And then you got a tweet which was disrespectful as fuck. Mm-hmm. But now you have an anchor talking about Secret Service killing Snoop and Bow.
Right.
No one's pissed off.
Exactly.
No one's upset.
Exactly. But you know why? Because Fox.
Yep.
That's why.
Yep. I'm surprised that, like, no network has just been like, yo, them cats is racist.
Exactly.
Like, no one's just called them out for it. Like, they take little petty shots or whatever, but they need to take the shots at Fox the way Fox takes shots at everybody else.
Exactly. Like, no bullshit. Fox is the bully of the media game. And it's like everybody's truly afraid or something. Because, like you said, how has nobody came out and been like, yo, y'all are racist as shit?
Like, y'all ever notice y'all say some racist shit? Like,
right,
y'all never caught on to that?
Blatant racism. You know what I mean? And the killer part is the few times where they've had some guest or whatever come on their show or whatever segment and they're talking about it and the guest could hint to Fox being racist, seems like they always find some way to justify it.
And they don't really try to argue it either.
Like how do you as a media outlet justify being racist or justify being disrespectful?
Every time I think about Fox and some of the crazy shit they be doing, I always think about when Cameron and Dame Dash was on Bill O'Reilly's show. Like, you could tell when Cam was like, "You mad?" I was all like, "Bill O'Reilly, he about to call him a nigga right now, live on TV." We're about to see it, right? Like, you could tell in Bill O'Reilly's face he was finna call him a nigga.
Bro, I hate Bill O'Reilly too.
Can't fucking stand him. He's another cat. How is like all these dudes can get away with so much shit? Like, you remember when he had that case? I think it was like a rape case or something going on. They released the audio and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't get it. Like, we just let him bounce back from that?
Exactly.
Like, we know why he bounced back.
He bounced back from that, but Nate Parker can't get even a mention in the goddamn movie awards. Exactly. You know, man, look, you know how that shit go.
Of course, naturally.
You know how it goes, and it's crazy because we watch this media outlet literally bash and talk shit about not only other media outlets but anybody and everything, and yet they don't receive no backlash for instance, and this is going to lead up to the next point. I don't know if you've seen the video. I don't know how authentic this particular video is, but I guess it's in reference to Mike Brown, and they're basically saying that this video proves that he wasn't robbing the store.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I can remember when that whole thing transpired, Fox was the first people to replay the video and bash the hell out of this man.
Mm-hmm.
You think they came back with this since this new video surfaced and tried to recant or fix any of that?
No, I guarantee you they act like it doesn't. They act like the video don't even exist. I can almost bet all my bread on that they act like they didn't even see the video.
Exactly. You know what I mean? And if I'm other media outlets, I'm calling Fox out, bro. You know what I'm saying? I would call him out. I would literally like take my time out of my segment to not necessarily throw shade, but use facts and just show how fraudulent that particular network is. The
reason that's not going to happen is because it's low key like free promotion. Granted, the people that are tuning in to these other stations, these other networks, realistically, they're not really fucking with Fox.
Mm-hmm.
But the last thing they really want is for somebody to say something and then they jump from listening to you to listening to them to see.
You got a point.
Okay, well, so what are they so pissed off about? Granted, they can jump right back, but ratings is everything. Ratings is what keeps things going. So the second you lose even a little bit, you low-key just fucked yourself.
Yeah, you do got a point with that. I just think that it's just crazy to me, like you said, that no other company, ain't nobody is stepping up to say anything to these people. And they literally can say whatever they want. There's been times, even during the election, that they flat out was making lies and nobody said nothing.
Dude, when I was watching his farewell, Obama's farewell, I was just flipping through the channel to find where it was at, and of course Fox is Channel 5 out here, so that was literally the first one to pop up.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was watching it on Fox or whatever, and when I tell you, the second that the man got off stage, Fox started bashing him. I mean, they was in the room cracking jokes, saying that his he had fake tears in his eyes and all this other shit. And I'm just like, he's saying bye,
right? But
he's still president.
Exactly.
So if we're in this era that we have to respect our president, where was the respect? Where was it at?
See, this is where you're wrong, my friend. We don't have to respect the president. We have to respect the white president.
The white man.
Exactly. That's the ones we have to respect. You know what I mean? You would think with Obama, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that Obama was the best president that we've ever had or anything like that. I haven't been through all the presidents. I ain't been alive that long.
Mm-hmm.
But what I am saying is, for the good that he has done and the what's the word, and the milestones he has created since he's been in office, you would think that would get a little bit more praise than what it has, regardless on if you personally disliked him or not.
Mm-hmm.
And yet we continuously watch the media outlets, not only just Fox is the main ones, but not just Fox, but we continuously watch these media outlets bash this man and make this man seem less than what he is. And if I can recall, when he became president, we were in shambles.
Right.
You know what I mean? When Donald Trump became the president, we're in a lot less shambles than what they were if Donald Trump would have inherited when Bush got it.
Ooh, imagine if Donald Trump was president after Bush.
Man, we would have for real had to bounce to the Bahamas.
Had to be out. Yo, but you actually make a very good point with that. I was actually thinking about it the other day. Everything that Obama did, he got bashed for. Whether it was good or bad. If it was good, they bashed him for how much it could possibly cost. If it was bad, they bashed him for it being bad. Have you noticed Trump hasn't done anything but sign shit to get rid of shit? Mm-hmm. Think about it. Everything he said, everything he signed, somebody else is coming out to explain what he did. Last time I checked, Trump is old as dirt. Trump got a fucking comb over to hide everything going on under there. So obviously he has enough wisdom to explain himself. If he feels like this, if he's signing this stuff, if he supports getting rid of some of this stuff, why can't he speak on his own accord?
Because I don't think Trump knows exactly what he's signing.
I don't think so either.
I truly don't think that he knows exactly what it is. I think when they present him with whatever document, they kind of comb over it. See what I did there.
Badumcha.
They kind of
the comic relief Hollywood Kev of the
Noize. and they kind of lighten it up, make it sound good to him, and he signs it, and then have somebody come out and speak on it, and they go about it that way. You know what I mean? Like just like with the fucking wiretapping shit. Then what's his name? His name Spicer.
Yeah.
He want to come out and say, "Oh, well, Trump didn't mean wiretapping." That's what the fuck he said.
Yo, and that's another thing. How many times could Obama gotten away with saying something and then his official spokesperson, who was also Obama, came through and explained what the hell he was talking about?
Twice.
Nah, I don't even think once.
I think he would have got away with the first time he would have got away with it. You know what I mean? The second time he probably would have got away with it too, but they would have questioned it. That third time they wouldn't have let that shit fly. Nah,
it wouldn't have been not one time. As soon as he said any of the wild shit that Trump said, "Oh, you nigger." I mean, what a bad president we have. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would have went straight to that. Like, please, like, get the fuck out of here with that. Like, one thing everybody was talking about was when what's the other porch monkey's name?
Ben Carson.
There you go. It's crazy you knew exactly what I was talking about off of that description. Mm-hmm. But when he made his comments about slaves being immigrants, dude, when I tell you all the white people that came out, do you know Obama said the same thing back then, yada, yada, yada. So if he did, because I don't remember it, but according to a lot of these news reports, I guess he did.
No, he didn't. I watched the video. He said it, but he did not say it in the same context as that. They're trying to spin it to make it. We knew when Ben Carson said, he basically said slaves were immigrants, not slaves.
Right.
We knew that's what he meant. When Obama said it.
That were coming here for opportunities.
No. When Obama said it, he said that these people were taken unwillingly, and even though they were still immigrants, they were taken. Basically, in a nutshell,
they were unwilling immigrants.
Unwilling immigrants. Basically, that's what Obama said. They're trying to spin it.
So, like, somebody actually posted this on Kingpin's post about it. No, it wasn't Kingpin. Somebody posted this on Dwayne's post about it when he put out the article, and they were like, did you realize that Obama said the same thing XYZ years ago? So I asked dude straight up, I was like, so where was your post about it? Were you not offended? Oh, you don't give a fuck because now that we're pissed off about it, now you want to give us a reason to not be pissed off. You didn't give a fuck then. Now you give a fuck?
Exactly. Now you give a fuck. See, the funny thing is with Ben Carson, which I realize that he's just, I don't even know his role in this whole thing. Now, a lot of people don't write Coonan for sure. A lot of people don't realize Ben Carson is supposedly famous for separating two Siamese twins. Right?
Is he? I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's what he's supposed to be famous for.
Shout out to Benny Boom. All right.
Right. He's supposed to be famous for that. Now, with that being said, you can tell that they look at him as full of shit. If I separated fucking two people and they're living, you would think what I say holds some goddamn weight.
You would think so. You would think I'm at the very least, educated.
Exactly. They be looking at this man. Ben, get up there and just say some shit. Get the niggas off our back.
Dude, let me tell you, Ben's purse has to be something of ridiculous proportions because Trump made this man a target. Now, first of all, let's go back to that election. He made him and Rubio his biggest targets. He didn't start going after like Ted Cruz and shit until they were out.
Right.
But I'm like, why is your specific focus on the African American and the Hispanic American? Why is that? You know what I mean? And now all of a sudden you're rocking with Trump. Now all of a sudden you're calling slaves immigrants looking for opportunities. I'm like, wait.
Last time
kidnapping ain't a fucking opportunity.
Right. And we damn sure wasn't looking to be kidnapped.
Exactly. We was on the island chilling.
You know what I mean? How can he say there are immigrants looking for opportunities when chances are a lot of the slaves that were taken probably didn't even know America was over there.
Feel me?
So how are we looking for opportunity in a place we don't know exists?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's Ben Carson can eat a whole dick.
5 of them.
It's the same damn time.
Caramelized.
Oh my God.
You gotta at least try to make it pleasant for him somehow, you feel me?
No, he can have it raw. He can have it raw. And I hope they taste like Vienna sausage.
Yeah, you're right. He needs to have that raw after playing 5 pickup games at the Y.
Jesus Christ. Oh man, I was about to say something would have got me in trouble, man. Look.
I mean, shit, it's the noise. Make noise, B.
It would have got me in trouble. Hell no. But yeah, man, something needs to happen quick because we're in a spot now, bro, where we really need to get our passport game up.
Oh yeah, definitely. The stamp game got to be crazy.
For real. Like truth, you listening? We all gonna need to be getting up out of here.
Exactly.
We got to book flights for everybody.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Because
hook us up. You know what I'm saying? What's the deals?
Right. It's getting out of hand, man. It's for real. It really is. Like you said before. Scary times out here. Scary times out here.
What did you want to talk about with Ross?
Oh yeah. I don't know. Well, you told me you haven't heard it.
Nah.
And this was going to, since I love beef. Now I'm going on record to say this. If you know me, I don't fuck with Ross. I don't like him. I think when I stopped fucking with Ross was his second album. After that second album was dope as shit. After that, I stopped fucking with him. You know what I mean? I stayed loyal to my other people. I just don't fuck with Ross. I don't.
Long story short.
Yeah, I don't fuck with him. But I guess his album dropped. People were saying it was hot, so on and so forth. I'm not going to give it a listen. Actually, my bros that was on the show last week, he don't fuck with Ross either. He traded on me and texted me like, yo, this Ross album is hot. I wanted to throw my goddamn phone because I'm like, bro, what the fuck? You the main guy that don't fuck with Ross with me.
So you don't want to listen to it out of fear of enjoying it?
No, I'm not gonna listen to it, period. Because I don't fuck with him. I'm not gonna listen to it, period. But for the sake of argument, I did hear this diss track because they were like Birdman, or not Birdman. They said Ross is going at Birdman, and let me tell you, this whole track is fire. The beat is dope, production is dope. And the fat nigga he's taking a shot at Birdman for sure.
I read the lyrics to it, and it did. Everybody says it's taking shots. It seems more so personal. Like
nah. I mean, yeah, he does have some personal elements in there. Don't get me wrong. He does got some personal elements in there that he's kind of tying it in with DJ Khaled. But he's definitely taking shots. If anybody was like, you can't. If you hear it, I mean, I know reading lyrics is like reading a text message. You really don't know the content until you hear it.
Right.
Once you hear it, you can really tell that he's taking a shot. And I personally think it's gonna stay there. Like,
it's not gonna progress anywhere further. I'm pretty sure Birdman probably make a comment or something, but it'll be no back and forth.
Right. And even if Birdman do a diss track, he can keep it. I don't want nothing that man putting out.
You ain't checking for the Birdman diss track?
No, he can keep it to himself. He can keep all of it to himself. If anything, I wouldn't be surprised if Young Thug put out a goddamn diss track since Young Thug and Birdman fucking.
Nah, he ain't putting out no diss track. He just gonna respond. He gonna tell Ross he's gonna kill him and never kill him.
No, well, Either way, you need to go ahead and listen to it because the track is actually dope.
Yeah, I plan on listening to it, man. I haven't made my way around to it. And the only reason I haven't, and I actually fuck with Ross. I fuck with Ross. Not everything he does, but I do fuck with Ross.
I can't do it, bro.
Sometimes,
He's a correction officer.
Exactly. Sometimes some of the shit he says, I just keep thinking like, but you were a correction officer,
and that's why I can't fuck with him. To be honest, because I when Ross when he first dropped, he came out with the hustling track. Still to this day, hustling come on, nigga, I'm playing it. Right. I don't care. The shit is hard. You know what I mean? The second album was dope, and then I'm like, he's a correction officer. Now, don't get me wrong. I know rappers are not all the way truthful. I know that. But, nigga, you were a whole cop. Mm-hmm. You can legally arrest someone, and you're talking about moving weight? Nah, bruh.
Because it took him so long to address that picture, he could have manipulated the system. He could have really told people, like, yeah, I was a corrections officer, but I was the one that was making sure that the drugs was getting put into the prisons and we was getting paid off everybody's books. Like, he could have took that and ran with it. It'd have been like, damn, this nigga really is a boss. He really is on his freeway, Ricky Ross.
And you know what? I would have respected that a lot more. But the fact that he was denying it, and then in an interview was like, yeah, that was me. You know, when you get into a position, you got to do what you got to do. Nigga, get your bum ass fuck up out of here. Punch you on your fat ass stomach. Like, it just, I do not like him, dog. I really don't.
See.
I don't have a strong hatred for a lot of people, but there are a few. And the top 3 people on the list is Draymond Green, Rick Ross, and fucking Joakim Noah. All 3 of them. I kick their ass.
So 2 basketball players and a rapper.
Yep. Well, 2 rappers, because I don't like that little boat fella either.
Except for Joakim Noah. You just don't like dark-skinned people. That's what it sounds like. How the hell you hosting this with me? And they're like the black of the black. Like, they define noir. You feel me?
I hate those 3, all for different reasons. But yeah, I kicked every last one of their ass.
That's just the whole move. Yo, so while you had me on hold, y'all not gonna be able to hear it because I'm gonna edit it out. But while you had me on hold, I was over here cracking up laughing in my head because you looked old as fuck taking those pills, bro.
Hey, I'm glad you listen. First of all, don't worry about what the hell I be doing. Okay.
I was like, you know that what old man that just be cursing out his nurse just because it's Thursday? Like, you look like that, nigga.
The killer part about this whole situation is, bro, that I think my nurse just crop dusted me.
How?
Because, bro, like, I'm sitting here. Now, I know I ain't passed gas. And out of nowhere, I smell something. And she ain't say it was her. I know for sure it wasn't me. And she was just like, okay, thank you. And she left. Like, I'm like, did she just crop dust me?
She said, keep that. Hold that.
Did she just crop dust me? I'm like, oh, Lord. And it's a CNA in here. Now, I know I get some flack for this, but it's all right. It's a CNA in here. And she got the yams.
Why would you get flack for that? I mean, a lot of CNAs got yams. Because
it's a chance my chick gonna listen to the show. Hell, she'll see the yams too once she get up here.
Oh, you be personal flack.
She got the yams though.
She said, like, girl, you out here looking like Thanksgiving, okay?
What's funny is about this whole situation is, so I'm here and they don't even have me on the floor where you're supposed to be if you're getting surgeries. They have me on the labor and delivery floor. Because of the fucking
hemorrhoids. I keep trying to tell you. You are pushing out life right now.
God damn it! Because it's full, right?
It is full from what you tell me.
You know it's sad
and inflamed.
I'm sick of your shit. Damn it!
So your shit look like Donald Trump saying cheese.
Oh my god! So I'm on this floor, bruh, and I think that I might be one of the few males on this floor, if any, because it seems like I'm only seeing women walk by, and it's only, of course, there's a majority of women nurses who work in this industry, but they all looking at me like, bro, what are you doing over here? Like they're trying to determine if I'm just a lesbian or not. I did not have a baby or nothing like that. I'm here for back issues. That's it. You know, it's just crazy. I can't wait till I'm out of here, though. I can't wait. Because once I'm out of here, bro, I'm tearing shit up.
You gonna be tearing your back up again, nigga. Like every time you get this fucking surgery, you be right back in the hospital. Like you the only nigga I know that can memorize everything up in there.
That's because they don't do shit right.
So you should have been paid. Fuck a podcast, nigga. You should be on at the Bahamas right now.
No bullshit though. Like I said, we are going to be pursuing legal action this upcoming term because you know what I mean there's no reason for me having this third surgery.
Right.
Like there's no reason.
There was no reason for the second.
Well, the reason I give them the benefit of the doubt with the second is because I'll admit I did rush back to get to work. You know what I mean? I did rush back to do things that I was accustomed to doing because
because your pride.
Exactly. So I can kind of say, okay, if they wanted to, they can be like, hey, it was your fault in the second surgery. So I'm like, okay, I don't think it is, but okay, fine.
I'll let y'all have that one. Okay, right. you threw the oop. I'm gonna let you get it.
Exactly, but you said for this second surgery, we're putting everything in bigger, stronger. It was like a goddamn tough enough commercial, bigger, stronger, faster. That's what you guys said you were doing, and yet it still happened again. So this particular time, that's on y'all, and y'all taking this L. I ain't taking this L.
Yeah, definitely. You have got to get that taken care of, bro.
You know what I mean? So I ain't doing it. So other than that, man, it's that lovely life. You know, I do my thing. I'm worried, Los.
About what?
I'm worried because while I'm in this hospital and I'm seeing, you know, these elderly people that are sick, Trump is really fucking with this healthcare shit too, man.
Oh yeah. It's definitely it's come down to if something wrong with you, you might as well just get your final will and testament, you know what I'm saying, drawn up,
exactly.
Get it notarized.
And I was just about to get to that. What if Trump messing with the healthcare is just a way for America's population control?
I think they got enough of that with gentrification, bro.
Oh yeah, you got a point.
Then again, you know, this could be it too. Now they just killing us off.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
you're right. Maybe this is their way to just. It's like that movie, The Kingsman. I don't know if you ever seen that movie.
Yeah, I seen Kingsman. That's my shit.
You really? I like the action. I hated Samuel Jackson's acting in it, but
you know what? But that's just like what's the other movie? Loki like no, I was gonna say John Wick 2, but I hated John Wick 2.
I still gotta see it.
But you know what? That's just like John Wick 1. You didn't really fuck with John Wick for the acting. You fucked with it for the action.
Yeah, you got a point.
Because no one's really running around like, oh, that Keanu Reeves is a hell of an actor. No one's saying that. You know
but no, I don't sleep on Keanu now.
The only movie he actually had good acting in it was Devil's Advocate.
Well, I haven't seen that.
What?
I have not seen that movie, but I'm getting to say I'm not saying Keanu is the best actor by any means, but he's definitely above average.
And who's in the average category that Keanu's obviously beating out?
Jennifer Lawrence. She's an average actor as hell. It's a lot of average actors.
And you think Keanu Reeves is better than Jennifer Lawrence?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Then again, you're a tough critic, man, when it comes to certain shit.
I'm not a tough critic.
You just said John Wick 2 was trash. I ain't seen it and I heard it ain't trash shit.
But that's the
You're
thing.
the only person I've heard say what's up.
Because people are watching it with the same eye that they watched the original one. And so did I, because I don't go into Keanu Reeves movies expecting a fantastic, you know what I'm saying, acting ability. I don't. No one watched The Matrix to see this man deliver a monologue. They watched The Matrix to see this nigga dodge bullets. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You didn't watch John Wick 2 to be like, oh, okay, I want to see what he says now. Now, how John Wick 2 opened up was dope. I loved how they did that. It was like a continuation of the first movie, like him finishing off everybody.
Okay.
But the rest of it became the most unbelievable shit. Like,
well, action movies movies like that are supposed to be unbelievable.
Well, yeah, but this was like over the top grindhouse unbelievable. Like, you know, on the cover where everybody's pointing a gun at him.
Yeah.
So that was literal as fuck. Like, there's a scene in the movie where everybody on the street is a fucking hitman. And if everybody on the street is a hitman, why are y'all acting like regular people when all y'all know that all y'all are hitmen? It ain't nobody else around.
I get that. Okay, the over the top, but to me, can't nothing be more over the top than the Fast and Furious 7 when Vin Diesel stumps on the goddamn concrete and the goddamn shit cave in.
Of course, that's why I don't really fuck with the Fast and Furious movies anymore.
That took the cake for over the top. So I expect them to be over the top like that, so I don't go into it. But then again, man, ever since I've been indulged in this acting, directing, slash thing, certain movies I go to watch to be entertained. Other movies I go to watch to learn or to kind of figure out how they did X, Y, and Z or why they did it that way. So I look at it in a different pair of eyes. But
the only thing you're going to learn from a Keanu Reeves movie is that you could possibly do a whole movie high. Possibly. Like, think about it. Every movie that he's in, he's low-key his character from Bill and Ted.
I've never seen that.
All right, well, that's not really a black card take him, but that is an old school joint, though. You gotta make sure you catch that. But basically, he was like this like surfer airhead dude. I think about it, even in
I know what you're talking about. I have seen that.
Even in Speed, we gotta keep this bus under 30 miles or it's gonna explode. You know what I'm saying?
He does play the same
Matrix,
character.
I know Kung Fu. Whoa.
He does play the same character. I'll give you that one.
He plays the same stoner in every movie, just of different levels.
Hey, it is what it is. He getting the check.
It is true. Cut the check.
Cut the check.
Okay, man, tell them where they can find you at, bro. Except, we know that we can find you in the ER with your ass in the air.
Well, first of all, I ain't in the ER, you dipshit.
You're saying.
Secondly, my ass ain't in the air. Thirdly, I am at Sutherland Hospital. If y'all want to stop by, bring me some fruit baskets and whatnot. I would greatly appreciate
you
that.
want an edible arrangement for having hemorrhoids?
I don't have fucking, I'm sick of your shit. But no, you can find me on Twitter, _Hollywood Kev, the same for Instagram. You can also add me on Snapchat. It's Hollywood Kev, but it's K3V. Yeah, I'll be on Snap.
Well, you trying to be like exotic with the 3?
Well, no, my regular one was Tooken. Some dipshit decided that he wanted to beat me, so I had to put a 3.
Tooken?
Yeah, it was Tooken. Make up my own fucking words. Somebody made up the English language. Why can't I make up my own words? Who all agreed together that a specific word was going to be this specific word? I didn't have a say so in that. Did you?
Hey, you know what? That's probably the most logical explanation I've ever heard in regard to making up words.
Shit.
He said somebody made up the English language, and everybody was like, "Fuck it, we gonna roll with that." At Big Los UTC, I'm also on Snapchat. I think it's just Big Los.
That's how you know you ain't on there if you think it's just Big Los.
But I am on there. But you can actually go to the website, beatnetworkonline.com, and you can add our Snapchat. You can add all of our social medias from there. Make sure y'all check out the website as well.
Yes,
we got some
please.
Some really good articles up there. It's a very, very pretty website.
Hey, yeah, shout out to Dwayne, yo, because he been knocking them out.
But he's been working. He's been working. Shout out to Dwayne for real, because that nigga's been putting in some serious work. And we actually picked up another blogger, Ebony. I actually got to add her information there, too. She's been putting out a couple of entertainment stories and a couple of perspective pieces as well. The team is growing, and we're looking good. Mm-hmm. And I'm very happy about it.
He don't mean just me. He mean the team.
Exactly.
So yeah, shout out to the team, man. I'm excited.
Yeah, it's a lot coming in the future, and I made mention that March was here, and a lot of things were coming. The website was definitely one of the things, but there's of course bigger things coming, and we ask you guys to stick in with us while we make all of this stuff come to light. As always, we appreciate you guys listening to us. As always, we appreciate you guys chiming in on conversation, and as always, it's Big Los.
It's Hollywood Kev.
It's the Noize.